I don't know what is going on wrong in the mind of an adult who would try intentionally to make children fearful, scared, sad about the results of a presidential election. This segment is brought to you by Eastside Weight Loss Clinic. I'm down 37 pounds on the program, and I lost most of that weight in just 2 months. There's no prepackaged meals, no counting calories, no drugs or injections. Schedule your free 15-minute consultation today at eastsideweightlossclinic.com. So I got to start with this video. It's not from Washington State, but it's going to set up really perfectly this issue. And it's just disturbing. It was posted by like libs of TikTok or something. So it's a mom in her kitchen. And I don't understand the mindset. There's more and more of this, like the people losing it over Donald Trump, who they're so sad and angry. They take time to set up their phone and like take a video of themselves crying and like getting sad. I'm like, what is with this trend of taking videos of yourself having a mental health breakdown? Or taking videos of yourself crying and then posting them to social media. It's really weird. It's really weird. So anyway, this mom, presumably having a vulnerable moment with her kids in the kitchen and her husband, you know, but take the time to set up my phone, and record myself having this difficult conversation with my kids. So you can't see the kids, but you can tell from their voices. They're very, very young. And she's breaking the news to them that Kamala Harris lost the election. Watch.
Harris did not win.
Who won?
Trump. So
Take a breath.
Yep. So today may look a little different at school. Okay, there are probably going to be friends who have questions, right? I'm sure your teachers are going to... I think, you know, we currently are in a country where we get to choose, right? And people have different priorities. They have different values. Some people hear what he has to say and they don't believe him. And some people hear what he has to say and they believe him and they agree with him. So today's probably, your school day is probably going to look pretty normal. Okay, your teachers are going to do a really great job of, you know, if you have questions throughout the day or if you have big feelings throughout the day.
Do you like these?
Are you sad?
I'm very sad.
And now you're crying.
Why would you do that to your kids? Why would you do that to your kids? Did you hear them hyperventilating when she told them that Trump won? And the dad says, take a breath. And then she's crying on camera. Are you very sad? Now you're crying. Why would you do that to your children? They don't know. They don't know. They only know what you teach them at that age about politics and politicians, unless they go to one of Washington State's public schools, which we'll talk about next. That is a horrible thing to do to your child, to instill that kind of sadness and dread in them over adult issues. I don't like telling anyone how to parent their kids, but I can tell you I wouldn't parent my kids like that. And they're not just getting it at home. They're getting it at schools. We've been sent multiple examples of school districts at all schools at all levels absolutely encouraging teachers to be worried and obviously instill worry and fear in students, or giving students space to come to terms with the results of the election. This email actually went out the morning of the election, so before results became clear. It was from the North Shore Middle School principal. Good morning, North Shore. No doubt today is a day that many of us, including our students, have some feelings about, and most particularly anxiety. As I sit here to compose this message, I am managing my own anxiety. I struggled with what to put in the subject line, much less what the message should be, how it should be worded, how can I help provide some comfort. These are stressful times, and today and possibly in the coming days will be stressful as well. Please note that our students have fewer coping skills than we do. Doubtful, because you clearly don't have any coping skills. And they may be feeling their own stress and anxiety based on how the adults in their lives are feeling and their concerns about how the election outcomes might impact their lives and families. I know you will show up today, provide a consistent and predictable space for them, and model kindness and caring just like you do daily. They need this from each of us and every day, but some days they need it more than others. I hope you are able to find ways to manage your own worries, fears, concerns. Lean on each other and the loved ones in your life. When it comes down to it, we need to wrap around and buoy each other during turbulent times. I am sending you all my strength and support. When did adults get so emotionally weak? Like, grow a pair. I hate to use that, but grow a pair. I don't understand how we are so emotionally weak. That's before the results of the election were even in. That's 13 hours before ballots even dropped in Washington state. Talking about, oh, these are turbulent times. We need to buoy each other emotionally. Learn coping skills. That you don't even have coping skills, clearly. And now you want teachers to help children cope, who might be at home getting dread instilled in them by their parents. This one, I don't even know really what to make of this one. We have reached out to the North Thurston School District because this is one we really felt like we needed comments on. Like, look, if you're a public employee, post what you want on your free time, but you don't think this is bleeding into the classroom, and what if a kid sees this? Jeff Peltier is a Timberline High School employee. The website says he's a media director, coach, and football play-by-play caller. Here's what he posted. I think I have to swear, right? Yeah, I'm just going to swear.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read it as he wrote it. So if there's kids in your car, I'm reading it as he wrote it. Been fighting the fight since 1981. I am white, cis, and always been pushing for better for everyone, no matter of race, creed, religion, or gender. My school, the school I attended and have worked at for 32 years, is home to people of all walks of life. It's hurting. Not just those on the margins, but all of us. If you voted for or cheered on Trump and those that supported him, I simply say, fuck you. Your short-sighted, misogynistic, racist, and fascist asses can just fuck off. I'm despondent now, but you unholy mother effers better understand that I am not defeated, and neither are a bunch of us who are sick and tired of your stupid, backward, bullshit behavior that drags everyone down. Your day of reckoning is coming, and it will not be good. That is a public school employee who's a coach, football play-by-play caller, media director, vilifying the families of a good chunk of kids in the North Thurston School District, telling them they can F off, they're misogynistic, they're racist, they're fascist, they're backward, and their day of reckoning is coming, and it will not be good. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a threat. What does that mean? Your day of reckoning is coming, and it will not be good. Completely inappropriate, a fireable offense. They won't fire him, of course, because North Thurston, Olympia, all those school districts, they're probably like, we're proud of him. You know? Oh, he's so brave. Let's see. And it doesn't just stop at K through 12. A Central Washington University professor, honest to God, sent this memo to students. Headline, Mental Health Day. Hey, everyone. I've got a feeling that everyone might need some space today, so I'm going to roll with that. I will be in the classroom today for anyone who just wants to talk, process, vent, cry, whatever you need. You are more valuable than whatever I was planning on teaching. I am extending the deadlines on all of this week's work. The due dates will stay the same, but the assignments will remain open until Sunday night. Please take time to take care of yourselves. Make sure to eat. Drink water. Move your body. Also, the English department main office has a therapy cat and guest kittens for college students. A professor who is extending deadlines on assignments, essentially canceling class for the day to give his students a mental health day, feels the need to remind them to eat food and drink water, and says if you are so emotionally disturbed, there are therapy cats and kittens. Have we lost our mind? That's Central Washington University. That's Ellensburg. That's mental. This is adults, And then again, if you're a college student, you're just fine because you're more mature than the people who teach you. You might get that email and be like, geez, should I be concerned? I don't feel concerned. Should I be having a mental health crisis? So this is what we're doing to kids, right? And it's not just grade school. It's not just college kids. Oh no, we need adults to be fearful too. King County, Dow Constantine sent out a note to all King County employees. Headline, a place that welcomes, includes, respects, and values. Dear fellow King County employees, with the result of yesterday's presidential election clear, many of us are feeling anxious about the future of our democracy, our nation, and our world. Not really. I'm feeling anxious about the future of King County and Seattle, though, and I have been for quite a long time. If you feel more anxious about Donald Trump than you do about the fact that people are dying on our streets in King County at record numbers, and we have more homeless people than ever before, and crime is through the roof, and the murder rate has doubled since 2012, if you're more anxious about Donald Trump than any of those things, I can't help you with that. I'm going to keep trying. But you do realize that's crazy. So then he goes on to say, blah, blah, blah. At times like this, it may seem that our differences can never be bridged, and all this. And like, oh, I know this is a stressful time for many, but remember, there are always people you can reach out to for emotional support. This is a message to adults in a workplace. Essentially telegraphing to them that they might need emotional support over the results of a presidential election. Wasn't just Dow Constantine, King County Metro. This one really gets me. Remember what connects us at Metro. And it's the same sort of narrative. I want to take a moment to reflect on the recent election and express my gratitude to partners at King County Elections for their hard work and dedication. Then it gets into, for King County Metro employees, if you're feeling the weight of the moment, please know you are not alone. These county resources are available to support you. It talks about making life easier. Offers free confidential support for emotional and overall well-being. The Employee Assistance Program offers free counseling and coaching around work-related stress and concerns. As a King County employee, you also have access to comprehensive health care, including mental health services. Oh, and then they bring up the employee resource groups, which are known as affinity groups. You can focus on coming together based on a shared identity. Yeah, so the groups that like segregate people based on race, like that'll, I love how they're talking about how divided we seem and how we're not that divided. And then they talk about, well, if you're feeling off, you can go into one of your affinity groups where you're just in a safe space with people who have the same skin pigmentation as you. But what really got me about that one, like, I don't think King County Metro bus drivers are rattled by Donald Trump. They're dealing with violent crimes on the buses on a daily basis. They're dealing with people smoking and shooting up fentanyl on the buses, stabbing people on the buses, shooting people at the bus stops, like breathing in meth and fentanyl smoke on the buses. I think they're going to be able to deal with and cope with the stress of Donald Trump just fine. What they need help with, mental help with, is probably the environment that you have created and put them in to work in every single day. Like, we as a country, if this is how emotionally weak we have become, like, had Kamala Harris won, I would have been upset, but I wouldn't have needed mental health support. You realize that this is like downfall of nation stuff. If this is how weak we've become as adults, and if this is what we're putting on our kids. They want to act like, oh, we're so concerned about the mental health of kids and we have a mental health crisis among kids. You think? Why do you think that is? Go back to the video of that mom. Why do you think it is we have a mental health crisis among kids? They have no coping skills. You have taught them that routine events in the country are enough for you to cry. They should hyperventilate, they should take the day off school, they should go in a room and play with kittens, they should go seek mental health, counseling, and therapy. And we wonder why there's a mental health crisis, not only among youth, but among young adults. Wild stuff. It's shameful. Truly, truly shameful. Get a grip. Not you guys. You have a grip. You have a grip. But people around us are melting down. Absolutely melting down.